That really surprised me a lot. So I think Sifat on day one really took me off guard. The people who love you give you a certain motivation, but the people who don't believe in you gives you a fire. For me, I wanted them to have a great time. I wanted them to have the best experience possible and learn something from it. Hi, my name is Varun Sood and you're watching me on IWMBuzz. It's definitely the year where all the hard work that I've done is paying off. 2023 was the year where I was shooting for all my fiction shows, and that eagerness and wait is finally has come to an end. I used to always feel how would people react when they see me as an actor, and 2024 was that year. All my releases happened, and the fact that Discovery called me and said that we would like you to be the host of our reality Ranis of the Jungle, very grateful, very happy, and yeah, the wait is finally over, but the it's just the beginning for me. I think I have a lot more in store. 2025 is also a very exciting year for people who are watching it. They'll know, but yeah, really happy. I think from Rannvijay I took a very important pro tip in life that when you're hosting a show where there's competition involved and where there are like eliminations involved, where there are challenges involved, try to be a fair host. Because every time a contestant is going through a tough time, they look at the host for validation, for safety. And if you don't provide that comfort for them, then I don't think you're doing a very good job as a host. And I think my main motive was that I want to be as fair as I want to. All the 12 Ranis were my favorites. And for me, I wanted them to have a great time. I wanted them to have the best experience possible and learn something from it and then grow from there. And I think I looked at every day and every challenge as that I need to be fair and I need to be in for the show and not for the contestants. I think for me the most interesting part was day one because these women didn't know what they're getting into. It's a season one of reality Ranis of the Jungle. Unlike other shows, they couldn't go back and track back and see like what the show is all about. They came in without expecting anything, and day one we served them like raw meat. We're like, eat it, be safe. If you don't eat it, you go back home. And I think that day was very interesting for me because their reactions were very genuine. Nobody in the wildest day thought that day one would be eating raw meat. So very happy that it all panned out to be the way it panned out. On day one, when I also didn't know what the personality of that Rani is, Sifat for me was a very bubbly, very like, oh, I love to party. She hasn't seen the jungle before. When she went at the raw meat and she ate it like it was nothing, that really surprised me a lot. So I think Sifat on day one really took me off guard. I am keeping my money in my pocket. All 12 of them were fantastic. So, I used to tell this to the crew very often that whenever we have the season 2, this batch is a tough batch to beat. I don't know how will they top this batch because every Rani, there was no weakling. The problem was when you go enter a reality show, you see this person might be weak, they might be eliminated before. There was no weakling in the show. And that was the biggest problem because we used to have these predictions amongst the crew, right? And none of them came true. So I would not put my money and lose my money because on any given day, anybody could win the show. I've always felt like the people who love you give you a certain motivation, but the people who don't believe in you gives you a fire. And I think that fire in me was alive was because people didn't believe in me. A lot of people didn't believe in me. And here I am doing what I love, serving the people who I love. And yeah, It's been an exciting year, and it's going to be exciting life. So everybody who has not believed in me, you'll keep watching more of me. I'm sorry. Thank you.